Oh, yeah.
All right, check. I'm a slacker, man. I haven't got all my stuff worked out yet. How's it going, folks? All right, let me see here. All right, back to what I was working. The Battle Pirates. Is that the name of it? Steel Curtain Warm Up? Or is it Steel Curtain? That's plural or singular? Singular. It is singular. Pirates. This is my staging screen, so when I'm still getting everything set up, this is the screen I'm going to be using right here. Kobe Data, how you doing? How's it going, Shark? Thank you for that host, Art Davids. I appreciate it. All right. Well, hopefully everybody's like ready for the raid. I mean, obviously, everybody's as ready as they're going to be, right? And I'm actually caught up on my repairs. My res is full. I'm loaded up on uranium, titanium, and base parts, and res. I'm loaded. I'm full on everything. All my repairs are done. Well, I take that back. I'm not full on Grease Monkeys. I actually have no Grease Monkey crews. But, I got no Grease Monkey crews. I'm not even full on crews, to be honest with you. Hey, Skirner. All right. Let me go ahead and tell you guys about a couple of things. So some of you might not recognize, but I actually have like a subscription button on my stream now. Okay. Now I'm not actually a Twitch partner yet. I'm considered a Twitch affiliate. But anyway, with that, you actually have the option of there's a lot of different ways you can contribute to the stream now. Okay, so it's not just the tip jar underneath. I do have a stream tip jar down there for anybody interested. Follow the directions if you want to use a credit card. If you that I wrote down, not what's on the link that you click on. Follow the directions that I wrote down, and if you want a tip using a credit card. Subscriptions, you can actually get a subscription now. There's like 3 different levels. There's a $5, $10, and a $25 level. And basically what you get with those is basically it's just emojis that I made for my channel. So if you go to click on like the emoji icon in the chat down underneath, if you are a subscriber, you would have access to either 1, 2, or 3 emojis that I made. Now, I know once I make partner, or if I ever make partner, I should be able to put a lot more down there. There's other benefits a subscriber gets besides like a little badge next to your name in the chat. Really, there's not a whole lot at the moment. That's because the things that I can do, I'd rather not do. I don't want to limit the chat to subscribers only or anything like that because I don't have enough chatters. My stream's really not all that popular. But hey, Screenwriter, thank you. There's one of my emojis right there. But anyway, now if you're interested in being a subscriber but you got no money, If you happen to be an Amazon Prime customer, you can actually link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, and then you get one free subscription per month that you can use on your favorite streamer. Another thing that you can do is down in the chat icon, chat box down there, there's like a little pyramid icon, like a little diamond shape. That's for cheers. So if you click on that, you can either spend bits that you've already purchased on cheers, or you can actually watch commercials to earn bits for free. You can earn anywhere from 5 to 50. And those actually have the potential to help me out a lot. Now, all of this is filtered through Twitch, right? But that there I actually get 100% of. But 1 bit is 1 penny. So if you cheer 1 bit, that means you're giving me a penny, okay? If you cheer 5 bits, that means you're giving me a nickel, 5 cents. Okay, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it does add up. But you can earn as much as 50 bits for a commercial. I guess you just got to get the right one. But so yeah, there's that. What else we got going on here? Hey, Captain Lawboy, how you doing? Let me see here. Hey, Medicine Man. Is that Medicine Man? Medicine Man? Alright. Hey, babe. Can you turn the fan on low, please? Thank you. Jack Ruffo, Glenn 1205. How you doing? Checking on the preview. Feel like everything's looking good. Alright. I am in alpha. I have made it to alpha. I actually got a huge goal, believe it or not. Again, surprise, right? I know last month it was like 435 million. I'm like, holy crap. This month they actually they made less shards available, so you would think that my goal would have gone down, but it's actually gone up quite a bit. It's actually going up to 540 million because they've got 3 different limited turrets that you can claim each up to 5 times. And now, granted, I don't know that I'm going to need all of them, you know. And if I don't get all of them, it won't be a problem for me. There's a lot of tokens that I want to get, but of course I want to get the Fang Tooth, the Torpedo, and the Special. Alright. Now, yeah, I am on my lunch break, yeah. On my lunch break. Did I see the post? You know, there's a lot of posts on TFC, Jack Rappo. You might need to be a little bit more specific, buddy. A little bit more specific. Let me go ahead and play my intro real quick. You go ahead and put that on about the OP10. Yes, I did see it. Yep, I did see that. Yep. Yeah, and I think what happened was, I think they had somebody watching, because, you know, they didn't talk about OP10 at all on their show. But the BP Alliance, or I'm sorry, the Alliance Crib, BP Crib, whatever, they also had, there was like overlapping time slots, right? Because the TFC, they don't care who else is broadcasting. They broadcast when it's convenient for them, all right? They're a little aggressive that way, but, I mean, whatever. But anyway, because that, Aruspix and Rampage were on the Crib show, which is during their regular time, and they were on that show, and they were on there talking about that. So apparently that was the Cribs leak, not leak, but they're trying to give each one of us exclusives, right? So that was the Cribs exclusive, and I think TFC made the slide after their show. that had everything that was mentioned on the Crib Show. And so all of that was legit. It all came from Aerospec and Rampage. Yeah. Can you mute the music to still hear me? Let me take a look at the volume here. You think that volume is too loud? Or am I just not loud enough? Check, check. Test, test, test. All right. I'm gonna tweak my gain just a smidge. All right, we'll see. I guess that music is still a little loud, isn't it? Let me see where it's at. All right, now how's this? How's this volume? KB Data says that's better. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mistress. The F-bombs in the music, yeah. You know, I must just ear blindness or something. All right. That's better. Good, good. I'm glad. All right. So we were talking about OP10. So yeah, but apparently a lot of that stuff was OP10 stuff. I don't know if TFC got to everything they wanted to get to on their show. It just seemed like, I don't know, when I watched their show, it didn't seem quite so much as an interview as it did a, you know, Raken was a guest arbiter, or guest host or whatever, you know what I mean? Because he was kind of just participating in the slides. And so for me, when we do the show tonight, it's going to be we're going to do it a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more formal on the Battle Vortex show tonight. And for those that don't know, and about 7 hours and 16 minutes from now, Battle Vortex at youtube.com/BattleVortex. We're going to also be hosting the special guest. We're going to supposed to have Aerospec, GD Aerospec, and the CM Major Rampage is also supposed to be on our show tonight. So, I do have quite a list of questions that I want to ask. I want to get answers to, and hopefully, you know. So it's not going to be, I kind of feel really confident on my own as far as covering the slides. I don't feel like I really need a whole lot of their help for that. So I want to use that time that I have with them to get more answers for different things. So it's going to be a little bit more formal. A little bit more formal. All right. Yeah, there we go. 7 hours, 16 minutes, 32 seconds from now. That's right. So it's just, you know, you gotta cover all the time zones, buddy. You gotta cover all the time zones. Because if I just say 7 o'clock, it's not going to mean the same thing to everybody, right? It's not going to mean the same thing to everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna get the answers. You know, I'm pretty confident. So I like Aerospec. The last time we had him on, I told him I really felt like that was probably the best Kickstarter interview I've seen, a community interview that I've seen. In my opinion, now granted, I know I've pretty much asked all the questions, and you know, he definitely did the best job answering questions. So he was really good. Yeah, he was really, really good. Could I ask them if the bug where the specials are showing up in the armor slots? The bugs are the specials are showing. I don't really understand that, Darth Davids, what you're asking. Could you ask them if the bug where the specials are showing up in the armor slots? Yeah, maybe you need to rephrase that. Yeah. Rephrase that might help me out quite a bit. All right. It's graphical error. Yeah. Now I know right now there are some sub specials. The cloak efficiency, I think it is. Cloak efficiency is not showing up on blueprints since the update yesterday, and you know, something that was really weird is on the Beep Battle Pirates Crib show, which I never watched, by the way, but I watched it yesterday because you know, of the special guests. But anyway, you know, BP Professor did a lot of talking about the preview server, and I actually got to participate in that. But it's kind of funny because I didn't think we were allowed to discuss it. So I don't know if he got permission in advance or if he just thought he could bring it up on the show. But I will say, you know, on the preview, that same issue existed there, where the cloak efficiency was missing on the blueprints, and so it was missing there, and then they rolled it out, that same issue out with the update. I thought that was pretty weird. Because they found out about it on the preview, but they still rolled that out. They still rolled that out. Could you ask them if they know about the bug about this? A bug about that the specials are showing in the armor slots. I still don't know what you're saying, buddy. I apologize, man. I'm sure it's probably just slowness on my part. Could ask them. I think when you write it down, I think you should read it before you hit enter, and then punctuation, grammar, all of that really helps quite a bit. I know it's the internet, right? Nobody does that on the internet, but specials are showing in armor slots. Yeah, I don't know about that one. If there's a bug that has specials that are showing in armor slots, I don't know about that. It probably is a graphical error. It sounds like a graphical error to me. Yes, the cloak stat is definitely a graphical error, Real Hitman. It is definitely a graphical error. You think he's talking about what I was just talking about? Screenwriter says confirms that it is definitely a graphical error, and it was confirmed on forums. Hey Charles, how you doing? Yeah, the cloak efficiency thing, because it actually will show up in your blueprint. So just let me go ahead and switch my screens real quick. I'm just going to switch my screens real fast, and let's see here. All right. So I just want to show you like my sub build. So right now, if you actually go into your intelligence lab and go to advanced, and you know what? Let's not even do that. Let's go into the advanced lab. Ship specials. There should be a cloak efficiency in here, right? I think that's in here. There's sonar. There's the Cat 3. That's what I'm looking for. So here you have your Cat 3. It's got cloak efficiency, but it doesn't show up on the blueprint. Okay? And even when you're building your sub, it doesn't show up. But if you actually go into there and you pull up a sub fleet, let's pull this one here up, for example. I have Cat 3 on this one right here. It doesn't show cloak efficiency there, but if you go over here and you look on the side, cloak efficiency 98%. So it is still there. It's just a graphical error only. It's just showing it missing. It's only a graphical error. I will say, the fleets that I'm going to use today, I'm going to use my Phoenix fleet, and which is right here. If you type Phoenix in the chat, you will get this build. This build is in the chat. Now, there is one little difference, where I know one of these guys, I actually went as far as putting this one right here is the only one that I managed to get refitted, I think. Where I got one Manus missile on there, and I switched out guided missile system for this advanced optical tracking. I would like to be able to get the rest of them done, and I don't know, maybe tweak the build a little bit more. But that's all I've done so far since the Manus missiles come out and the new special, the advanced optical tracking. But the rest of them, have the guided missile system on there, and it's all Talons. So, but anyway, if you type Phoenix in the chat, you will get this build. Also, Skyfires. This is my Skyfire fleet. My Skyfire fleet is mainly all banded Hornets. If you type Skyfire, I think that will be in there too. Yeah, well, I'm actually don't plan on using Tideseekers for the next raid. I don't plan on using Tideseekers. Since the preview was already mentioned, I'm kind of hoping it's not a problem for me continuing to mention it. But if I really feel like if your intention is to use Skyfire, you need to make sure you put some slow resistance on there. You need to have slow and stun resistance. And I don't think my Skyfires, my Tideseekers currently have that. But anyway, for this raid, Skyfire, can somebody type Skyfire in the chat? Well, my Skyfires all have the same build right here, with the exception of my flagship. My flagship actually has the Palace UAVs on it instead. But aside from that, I did put a single charged M armor on there. This one right here, just so you know, the Gutspill Skyfire Carrier, if you're going to use this, the Gutspill Skyfire Carrier has 142,000 armor points. And it repairs in the same amount of time as a regular Skyfire, which only has 29,000 armor points. So if you can use your Gutspill Skyfire Carrier as a tank in front of your Skyfire carriers, I do have the polished UAVs, so if I just select targets, it should automatically jump in front. And that for that reason, I didn't switch to polished on any of my other Skyfire carriers. For that reason, I just kept the banded Hornets on. Now, my Tideseeker, this is my Tideseeker build just because it was requested. Now, I actually do have agility on here. I got agility 4 on here too. So yeah, if you have some slow and stun resistance, you're really going to need that. You're really going to need that. But this is my Tideseeker build. And I think somebody typed Tideseeker in the chat and it showed up also. Adventures, I'm going to get on that adventure action right there. And but anyway, so obviously if Tideseekers is the route you're going to go, the Garward Gatling gun, that was the best cannon to come out for that one. It's a concussive cannon. I do have the concussive upgrade on there, agility 4, advanced concussive payload that gives me extra reload and damage, and hydraulic resistors for the concussive defense, as well as, you know, all the speed system 5 properties, and then a blade of armor. So I managed to get my explosive defense up to 95%, my concussive defense up to 94%. And these still weren't that great in the new targets, the new skirmish targets. Quite honestly. I thought that they would have been great. They actually felt really slow. The combat speed on these is 37, but I don't know what's up with the new targets, but it felt really slow in there. I even used my Hell Race, and my Hell Race came to a complete stop. And in the new targets, but these here have no stun or slow resistance at all. So that's my Hell Race. They don't have anything on there for slow and stun resistance. I will show you if you guys want to see what I've come up with for my build. Let me see, design mode. Let's load Fangtooth. This is my Fangtooth build. This is what I'm thinking about right here. Now, this is like a whole month in advance, but and I'm also going to have this on the BB show tonight. But if you're interested in my Fangtooth build, here it is. There is room on here, it looks like, where I could probably put a couple of explosive charged armors on there too. Yeah, there's room. So if you wanted to do a couple explosive, a couple of the concussive charged armors that we're getting ready to get, load that sucker up with the Delirium torpedoes. I know there's a lot of people that are curious right now because these torpedoes don't show any submerged damage. But quite honestly, if you look at some of these other ones, like here, this is the Havoc torpedo, it doesn't show submerged damage either. So that's got a lot of people a little paranoid about the submerged damage or lack of listed on the blueprint. I think there was something with one of the other torpedoes that recently came out, the Mayhem torpedo, that actually shows submerged damage is 59 or something like that. So I think a lot of people, it's just got a lot of people really worried. I did go with the Blade of Armor 3 on here. That got my explosive defense up to 95 with the 2 charged corrosive armors. And even though we can collect 10, I'm still going to go 2 per because I'm expecting a flagship for the Fangtooth. You could do stealth armor, but I'm not going to lie. From my experience, the cloak efficiency is not going to make a whole lot of difference. I actually used Cat 3 originally on this design, and when I took it off, it didn't make any difference whatsoever. So the cloak efficiency, but the sonar does. I actually went with Sonar Pod 3 too. How long has it been since you used Sonar Pod 3? That's available in the research lab, but I used that, and that did make a difference. Because there are some targets in the next event cycle that were really difficult to find, difficult to see until they were right up on you. And so the Sonar Pod 3 helped a lot with that. Of course, the hydraulic resistors, the torpedo tubes, which is a new special available in the raid, sealed fire charge for the critical chance and critical damage torpedoes, and projectile speed, quite honestly. And then agility 4 to help with the slow resistance and stun resistance. So this is what I'm planning on for the Fangtooth. And that's now, I don't know if other people are sharing their builds. I know, sadly, I wasn't able to get anybody else's. This was just the one that I used, but I know there were some people in the preview that actually got their damage times pretty low. I'm kind of thinking mine ought to rock. But I never got mine. I never even got the target down to 1 hit, quite honestly. And there were some people that were, you know, got it down to an hour or at least half repair. So, not me though, not me. You've never used Sonar Pod. Well, I would recommend it. There are other ways to get sonar, but you're not going to get as much. The Sonar Pod 3 is probably the best way to get sonar added to your ship. There is armor that you can put on your ship that would also give you that, but hey, Troy A. Brown Sr., you're saying the torpedo's right on top of the water. Is that what you're talking about? I got slaughtered violently in that freaking last adventure. Darn it. Well, obviously the first thing I'm going to do in here... All right, the raid should be starting like right now. Let's oh, there it is. So here's the modal. We got 100s and 106s for tier 7. It's got a 4.25 million point bonus. There is the deep freeze campaign, which wasn't mentioned in the briefing, by the way. I just want to point that out. That wasn't mentioned in the briefing. I'm kind of hoping that Kix Eye's watching. This is the BUS, which is an acronym short for Brennis's Unstoppable Sloth. It's pretty monstrous, and we're going to talk a lot about that tonight on the BB show. The Fangtooth, which is the skirmish hull that's you're going to want. It's going to be the skill hull for the next event cycle, starting next month. Cannibal Wendigo. There's actually a lot more than these. So in here, the prizes, there's nothing locked behind anything else in the prizes this time. There's just top prizes and more prizes are the only 2 buttons. Then when you go into more prizes, you can split them up by classification. All right. So let's click on more prizes, and I guess they're all listed here as long as you don't have a classification in there. So we do have 3 new limited defense platforms or turrets. Countermeasure one looks really awesome. Cannibal Wendigo also looks really strong, just the range isn't very long. And then the new Cataclysm Mortar, Epic Cataclysm Mortar. We got tons of build tokens, and I'm sure you guys have probably already seen all of this stuff in the list. I think everybody was talking about how the Trident's not in here, but we might have something for you about that tonight. Trident is going to be a topic on the show tonight with the with Kixeye. I'm just putting that out there, just so you know. I actually want to hit a 106 twice. I want to hit it once with my Skyfire carriers, and I want to hit it with my Phoenixes. I'm going to try looking for 106 real quick with my Skyfire carriers, and I'm not using any crews. The reason why I'm not using any crews right now is because, you know, obviously the crews will make a difference, but in case, you know, you're playing and you don't have access to the whatever crew I use, I don't want to use something that's out of your reach. So anyway, let's go find us a 106. This appears to be the closest one at the moment. Let's see what that guy looks like. These should have locked spawn points, which just means it doesn't matter what direction you hit them from. You should always come in the same place because they have these urine clouds all over. This is the first time I've seen a 106. I've not seen one before until now. All right, let's just zoom out. Oh, now it's zoomed in. Hello. Wow, we got active stuff like right off the get-go. All right, ships are already inbound looking for me, so I gotta gear up and get ready. Now, the best thing about UAVs is that they don't miss. Evade doesn't make a difference. Those are some pretty tough little tough guys down there. They are really tough. Now, I do have my Skyfire, my gut spill all the way in the back, so it is the tank at the moment, which just means it should be a lot more easier for me to tank or to repair. The repair should be a lot quicker. Dang it. I'm not stopping very well for some reason. Now, let me zoom back out, see if there's anything else coming at me. There is not. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm actually gonna retreat. And I'm going to retreat real quick and try to recharge my armor. Looking at my damage, you guys can kind of see right here beside me. That's how much is on my Skyfire carrier, my gut spill. The rest of them doesn't look to have any damage. So let me go ahead and retreat real quick, and then we'll go back in and look at some more. All right, so that was 245,000 points right there. Repair, it's instant repair. So I'm gonna go back in. They said the forums were really confusing as far as this. They made it sound like the Skyfire carrier was the better fleet to have for 106s when it should be Phoenixes. But having not seen a 106 before, I wasn't sure of that. All right, let's get her done. Let's go ahead and kick that butt, man. Well, obviously the best strategy is always to man, I cannot select my numbers. There we go. Skyfire carriers are so slow in comparison to the Phoenixes. All right. Now, if you want to, you could keep retreating, but that's just really going to make the target take a lot longer, isn't it? All right, where's some more ships that we can come over here and pick on? There's a lot of them in there. If you don't remember, if you're using Generalist, this building right here debuffs your Generalist hulls. This building right here on the side, right above my head. All right, I just kind of am pulling my #1 boat out ahead, trying to anyway. Just because I want to tank with that. Now, on the island here, the Venom Spitter, you can actually should be able to outrange. I know you can with missiles. I don't know, I'm not quite sure about UAVs. The magma thrower looking gun here, that those ones right there, you can only beat those with speed. That's where the Skyfire lacks, so I'm kind of worried about that. And then the missile here, you should be able to counter it with countermeasures. You don't want to get too close to that Venom Spitter, so make sure you always skim that and just kind of keep it moving. I did pretty good. Those UAVs are awesome. Come here, you. All right, again, make sure my flagship's in the back. Now, this guy right here, you know, he's going to go in a straight line once he's activated. So we can either try going down like this right here to get away from him. That's not working out too well, is it? I probably got too far away from him, actually. We got something else shooting at me down here that's making me all radioactive and junk. Rude, man. Sunnyside Beats. I don't want to get too close. I got to be careful. There we go. This building right here, you don't actually have to kill to end the target. It just spawns mortars all over the place, which can be bad. And so if you can avoid killing that and staying away from it altogether, it's definitely recommended. All right, I don't want to get anywhere closer to that. This building here it also spawns mortars, and you do need to kill, but you do need to kill that one, but if you save it for last, then you don't have to worry about potentially getting hit, or the extra fire on the water that you're going to have to drive around. Now, I'll say this, because if you notice all of the yellow clouds all over the place, going down the center is your only option right here. It is the only option. Well, taking damage, I guess, is always an option. See if I can kill that boat real quick. Help me, help me, help me. I don't want to kill it. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. I did pretty good there. I wasn't too bad for a 106, right? I think I did pretty good. Let's go kill this building. As long as we don't get too close, maybe even run away when it blows up, you know, we might be able to avoid getting hit by mortars. Okay, the clock's not going down like I was expecting it to. What did I miss? Oh, we got buildings out here to kill. I didn't even see those. There it goes. That was it. Golden. What's going on, Shark? All right. So I just did the 106, got 3.5 million points, and the repair bill on that, 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and get the Phoenix fleet out, and we're going to do the same thing. Sure has, Copcat, if you hadn't noticed. It is, it is. Now, looks like I kind of spread the damage out a little bit. I probably took a little too much radioactive, but looky here. All right, I'm just going to let these kind of slow repair. I'm not going to babysit them any more than that. Let's get the old Phoenixes out. And just a big tip too, if you hadn't noticed, when you open up your task manager, which if you're running Windows, you can right click on your task bar and then select task manager, or you can do Control Alt Delete. Both of them work. It brings you up to the screen right here. If you're looking at the process tab, organized by memory, whatever takes the most memory is your battle pirates. If you're over 1 gig, I highly recommend refreshing. You can also go to the details tab, and it was then I'm playing in Facebook Game Room, as you can tell. And so Facebook Game Room, all the way again organized by memory. And if you got the highest at top, that's your Facebook. So I would definitely recommend refreshing. Definitely recommend refreshing anytime you're over a gig, and or even if you just feel like you've got a little bit of lag on your screen, or if you got some lag on your map. I am playing on a gaming machine. Mine's 6th generation i7. I've got like the 1070 video card and all that kind of stuff. So I know not everybody's got that. 16 gigs of RAM. RAM is good. RAM is good. All right, let's go get us another one. This time we're going to do it with Phoenixes. Just remember, a 30-minute repair. And again, it shouldn't matter where you hit it from. Driz is in comms, says that the drones in the 106 have charged missile armor, which I guess we kind of noticed that because they had the little line underneath the drone, the red line underneath the health bar. Now again, oops, we should have, let's go ahead and get prepared here. I don't really have to have anything here. I'm just going to try to stack these as best as I can. I'm not going to try to have anything in the front. These here are a lot faster even than the drones, so I'm kind of hoping that, wow, man. Holy crap. These boats are tough, bro. I'm just saying. All right, they're going to go boom here in a second, and then we're just going to have to try to muscle our way through. Holy moly. Man, those things kind of kicked my butt a little bit. Maybe there's got to be a way for better positioning. You know what I mean? Better positioning maybe would have helped. You see, I took a lot of corrosive damage and quite a bit of penetrative damage. All of my ships have got a pretty decent amount of damage. I'm sure I'm well beyond instant repair on this one. I'm confident of that. Drones are a lot tougher. Skyfire carriers might be better on the 106s. These things got high evade and high missile resist.
Oh, yeah.
Man. All right, let's see if I can run through them and get them to blow up and all that junk. Oops. Man, my fleet's already like half dead. IB Davis, thanks for, well, I see he just started watching. G-Daddy's hosting. That's what that was about. Thank you, G-Daddy. All right. Just going to try to skim this guy here real quick. Obviously, the Phoenix is still good at killing the buildings. But man, killing the ships suck. Looky here, my gut spill's got like no charge at all left. Man, I probably should have retreated. Come here, you jerk. I'm doing better. Just need room. All right. Those drones suck. I'm just saying. They suck. They suck. They suck. Crap, that wasn't supposed to happen. At least here I can use the land, right? Maybe. What the heck? What in the world? They go over land? It's not fair. Can you guys ever play Halo? You remember those little freaking bug-looking things that just freaking climbed all over everything? That's what that just reminded me of. Jackals. Alright. So we can go ahead and kill this guy anyway. Nah, I know I can't depend on land to stop these guys. All right. All right. All right, we got drones inbound again. I wonder if this land will stop them. Probably not. See if I can get this land to stop them. Well, it's the same land I tried to use before, isn't it? Oh, they just keep freaking coming. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alignment there is a little bit off. Can I drive over it too? Actually, you know what? I just did. Look at that. Did you see my water trail? Look at that. Hacker. Hacker. Uh-oh. Inbound. Yikes. Pew. Holy moly. My sector chat is visible. Oh, did I not turn that on? Thought I had the background on down there. Oops. Sorry. Sorry to my sector. All right. Well, there you go. That's the 106s. All right, so I've got 2 of those stacked. The repair bill on this is much, much worse. 4 hours. So I probably will be using Skyfires on the 106s going forward. But now I've got nothing to hit the 100s with. Yep. Yeah, it was a big difference. Well, that was for me. Now, granted, I haven't found any better pass. The drones having the charged armor was a big difference. Big difference. Because having to deal with the charged armor and the evade on the drones seemed to be a little much for the Phoenixes. But of course, the Skyfires only had to worry about the charged armor. They didn't have to worry about the evade. And it did seem like, to me, the Skyfire carriers were better. Now, granted, if the Phoenixes were all I had, I might end up having to come up with another plan, right, for the Phoenix. But I know not everybody's going to have both. I know not everybody's going to have both. So I'm going to go ahead and drive back out and hit 100. And with my Phoenix, just got to keep in mind where my repair bill is, 3 hours, 51 minutes. All right. Let's go back out there, and then we'll just dock again afterwards. I just want to get a set done. Oh, they do penetrative damage. They sure do, Temsic. I have not tried Skyfires in a 100. No, I have not. In the past, I've always done these in the 100s. Last raid, I actually, and I apologize for never making a video. I actually got some video making software because I wanted to just really make better looking videos. But I just, not enough time in the day. In the 100s, the first thing I recommend is not going directly at the drones, but going around and then hitting them from the top. That way you got a little bit more room for kiting. You want to have a little bit more room for kiting, and always start off low. And with my Phoenixes, if I go in full speed, like 180 degrees away from them, then if I go 180 degrees away from them, then I pretty much can outrun them. So, and you don't always want to do that. You don't want to outrun them, because then you end up going all the way to the edge of the map, you know. All right, I like to select this particular scout right here because he acts like a drone. When he's chasing me, he comes directly at me instead of trying to go in a circular pattern around me. But I actually managed to get these targets last month down to like 2.5 minutes worth of damage. So I was able to do 100s for free last month. And the 103s, I got really low too. My 103s last month, I got down to like 10 minutes. I'm going to do better on those 106s. 30 minutes. If I can do 30 minutes my first run with Skyfire carriers, there's no reason why I can't do better. Yeah, these Phoenixes are pretty awesome. I like them. And you can outrange these here pretty easily. I always watch the maximum range and just kind of skim the venom splitters. If you're going at 90 degrees from that radiation thing, the magma thrower there, it'll almost never hit you. You almost never take any damage at all. it's always nice when you get that pinch missile, which you only get if you have a Skyfire, or Gut Spill rather. If you have the Gut Spill, it's really the only way to get that. Now, I could pick this building up here later if I want, but I'm going to go ahead and grab it now so I don't have to drive all the way back when I'm done. I'm just, you know, slacker that way. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Things are scary. The mortars, when they hit, they hurt bad. As low as my health is, it probably could have, like, completely sunk me. Now, typically, I would retreat at this point and then instant repair, but obviously, I'm not going to do that now because my health is almost completely gone. And, if you only got one of these missiles to deal with, you can countermeasure it pretty easy with Phalanx 4, which is what I have. All right, I gotta go north a little bit here. Let them catch up just a smidge. Just gotta keep an eye on those things, not let get them too close. I mean, you can pretty much avoid damage with these drones here 100% too, because you can outrange them. There we go. Sorry, I'm not able to watch all the chat right now. I don't know if I have any mods. Do I have any mods in the chat? Any admin? Maybe some of y'all can help me out. Yeah, I got too close to that drone. That'll be all right. Too close to that one too. Darn it. No, I was just saying, I don't know if there's like any chat that I'm missing. If there's any chat that I'm missing that I really should be seeing. You know, sometimes I just, you know, when it gets busy in here, I need a little bit of help. That's been good. Yeah, Charles, well, welcome back, bud. I honestly didn't expect to see you back in Battle Pirates. You've been going a long time. I thought you were successful in your departure. All right. At this point, all the ships are gone, and there's only a few buildings left. I do have techniques for these two. Like these first two missiles right here, I just go straight in. I park right on top of them as close as I can get. Because the faster you kill them, the better, right? I mean, when it boils right down to it. If you get lucky enough and get a pinch missile off like that, it'll stun them both, and even better, even better. So right there, I want to retarget and take out both of these buildings. Now, my next tactic, what I do, obviously the one thrower out here that throws out the radiation is you want to kill quickly. So what I actually like to do is I like to target it, and as soon as my range gets close to the missile, I'll stop right there just for a second because it gives this guy close enough time to get his munitions out, and then I go straight in right after him, like that. And then I can do that and not take any damage. It's kind of awesome. But that's it. So you don't need to kill that one building. You don't need to kill the Torp Towers. That's a 100. That's any other targets that we feel like we have to see? That is a good suggestion, Joel. That is another option. The Phoenixes are really good at the buildings, and the Skyfires are obviously really good at the... Let's look at my repair bill real quick. Repair bill, it was, what was it, 31 minutes? I don't remember what my repair time was. But, I don't remember what it was. I'm terrible that way. Can I show the A-sets, please? I might be able to do that. All right. Now, do you just need them peaked or you want to see one hit? Let's go for the big dog. Let's go straight for 85. I took 2 minutes of damage. It was 31 minutes, so more like 20 minutes of damage. It was 351. What the heck was I doing there? Oh, I was going to hit an 85, wasn't I? I was at 351, now I'm at 355. Okay, so I took like 4 minutes of damage then. All right, cool. So 85. Let's go ahead and hit 85. This is a tier 6 target. This is the big tier 6 target. Yeah, I have to like just I have to rewind the video later and look, so you know. All right, so this one right here is the 85. Nothing active, immediately active. There are 4 clusters of ships, 5 clusters of ships because I can't count. Oh no, 4 clusters. Still can't count. Same strategies apply. You know, you want to kite the drones as best you can. If UAVs are what you're using, obviously you don't. There are certain strengths to that. Yeah. Now I know not everybody's going to have access to both both the Phoenix and the Skyfires. I went that route because I thought there would be a use for them, as there generally is. Usually one is really good at the other. I know ironclads, for example, I use those all the time, hitting Drac bases, and for uranium, I use them all the time. So I knew they would be good for that. I mean, you know, even the auto hull is usually pretty good at something. That's all I'm trying to say, and that's what the Skyfires are supposed to be. Let me go up here real quick and then see if I can get that guy. Come on, man, get over here, buddy. Messing me all up, getting me all shot and stuff. Again, if you can use the land, use the land. Whenever you can use the land. All right. All right, let's see if I can get this guy. All right, I'm not going to get that turret yet. That's all right, though. Dang it, man. I thought I seen a stun missile coming out of there. so I didn't run away like I normally would have. Must have got countered or something. That was weird because I saw the turret get stunned. The ship didn't get stunned though. It just kept coming. How bizarre. All right. Now all that's left is that big building. Let's go kill it, and 85 is done. All right. Next target. Anybody else? Did you want to see all of the A's, or was just the 85 good? Hey, Germany's Ben Stiller. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. The A sets, everything else should be exactly the same. Hey, lead. All right, let's take a look at an 81 real quick. I probably should have showed my repair time. Currently, I'm at 403, so I took 8 minutes worth of damage, it looks like, on that one. Which, you know, in the dock, that's still instant repair. You just got to dock it. This is an 81. I actually got patterns for this one, too. I'm slowly getting my ship stacked, if you hadn't noticed. All right. I like to actually just come up here and take out this turret in this building, because I don't like having to go past this one building here that you don't have to kill. But now I don't have to come back here at all on that side of the wall. Now, you could kind of sneak by here at this point, but let me see here. Oh, we're getting a lot of lag all of a sudden. Might be time for me to check my memory. Yeah, these targets look like they're the same for the most part. Yeah, the A sets anyway. The 106 is new. I've already hit 2 106s. I hit it once with my Skyfires, and I hit it once with my Phoenixes. You do have to kill these buildings here, all the small buildings. And then this guy, and that's it. That's an 81. 81 done. The 106, I took about 30 minutes worth of damage in the 106 with my Skyfires. Almost 4 hours of damage with my Phoenixes. So definitely I'd recommend Skyfires 100% without a doubt. All right, we still need to see this 83. It's right here. Why not, right? All these higher level targets like this, the tier 6, tier 7, all have those yellow clouds in them, so they all have fixed spawn points. Or lock spawn points. Doesn't matter what direction you hit them. Hey, it's no problem, Ricky. Now, I was telling everybody earlier too, right before the stream, before the raid started. I still have the tip jar underneath. It's a little different. If you do tip and you want to use a credit card, I got directions on there for that. So just read the directions underneath the link that I post down there for the stream tip jar. Subscriptions, if you actually have like an Amazon Prime account, you can actually link that to Twitch, and then you become a Twitch Prime member. With a Twitch Prime, you get 1 free subscription a month that you can use on your favorite streamer. Doesn't cost you anything extra. And other ways you can help for free is using the little bits icon down there underneath for cheers. And you can, if you don't want to buy bits, you don't have to. You can actually earn them for free by watching commercials. And you can earn anywhere from 5 bits to 50 bits per commercial. And those, every bit is a penny to me. So if you cheer 1 bit, it's 1 cent. If you cheer 5, it's 5 cents. 50 would be 50 cents, etc. I do have reward systems in place for people to earn extra credits. You actually earn credits in the stream right here just for watching. Those credits are actually good for song requests and games and all kinds of other stuff. There's actually boxes underneath the stream right now that do tell you how to get extra credits and what to use credits for. There are some free stuff that you can do in my chat too. Obviously, if you're interested in any of my builds, for the most part, all you got to do is type the whole name. So for the Phoenix Fleet, if you type Phoenix, you'll get my Phoenix Fleet build and that kind of thing. And Skyfire, you'll get my Skyfire build. And there's a lot of other free stuff too. There is a lot of other free stuff that you can partake. Where was I going? Oh, if you're interested in earning more credits beyond that, if you do stuff like hosting from your Twitch channel, you can earn 20 credits. If you have a Twitch account, you can actually register your Twitch account on here. and then retweet when I say I'm going live. If you retweet me, you can earn credits for that too. Of course, this is on Twitch, so if you're watching this later on YouTube, it doesn't quite work the same way. I mean, of course, support is still appreciated. All right, so we got like one cluster of buildings left right here. This is the 83, which is the last tier 6 target I need for this set. It's probably the only tier 6 set I'm going to do, because I think I'm going to stick to tier 7, quite honestly. There you go, folks. Any other requests before I call it? Is the event leaderboard screwed again? Let's take a look at the event leaderboard. Let's see here. So I'm up to 16.5 million points already. It's not bad, right? All right, event leaderboard. So here we are, 50 minutes into the raid. Global Alpha Sector is the only one that should have gone. And I don't see a leaderboard at all. It's broke. The leaderboard is broke. Let me do a refresh real quick. We'll try again. Any last requests? I got to get back to work, so. It's on bounty. Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. You know I'm a noob at this stuff. All right, let's take a look again. It usually always defaults to whatever your event is. Steel Curtain. All right, so Smart. I know that guy. 550 million. The only way he's gotten that already is to buy it. That's the only way he's gotten all that already. I'm at 16.5 million. But yeah, Smart. 550 million. All right. No rain. Let me see. Is that your request? No rain. All right. Well, I think we kind of covered everything. I know I did both tier 7 and tier 6. I did hit the 106 twice, so that's why I have a pending 100 on my set here. And the 106 definitely, I feel like the Skyfire carriers are the best way to go. Prizes, I think the bus, I love the flames on there. I love the flames on there. From this angle, it looks more pink though, on top than red. It's kind of weird, but I still like it. And I think some of the prizes, I mean, let me see. I don't know if I don't really have anything else to show you. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I do want to thank everybody in the chat for supporting me and hopping out here. As a matter of fact, I actually recorded a thank you for everybody a while back, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who's actually signs in and watches my streams and my monthly events and all that kind of stuff, my YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. You know, the support has definitely meant quite a bit to me over the years. It's definitely one of the reasons why I still play Battle Pirates, and so that's it. I just want to say thank you, and hopefully you've got to see something here that was semi-beneficial. If you did like what you've seen, make sure, you know, you can actually, even if you're on Twitch here, you can take the link and share it somewhere, share it to your group page or whatever. And so your ally mates or whoever can watch it, or your group mates, whatever, can watch it. I'm going to push this out on YouTube shortly. If you're watching it on YouTube, you got the slide bar if you want to fast forward, whatever, rewind, whatever you need to do. And, but anyway, I'm out. You folks, you take care and have a good one. Have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time. Good luck in the raid, everybody. And make sure you guys turn into the Battle Vortex show tonight in 6 hours. 6 hours and 8 minutes. We are going to have a couple special guests on there. It's going to be a really good show. Y'all take care. Oops.
The price is wrong, bitch.